If you just look at those three areas, that's really what it boils down to. I think as we move forward, we've got to figure out how can we give our teams, our leaders, the experience that they need in the shortest amount of time. How do we condense that learning curve so you don't have to go through 10 years of doing it well and doing it poorly? How does that happen? Well, I think you have to look at a couple different things. If you take all those focus areas and you just kind of net it down, I think there's three things that you need to really focus in on that I believe. One area is I have to grow my business. I've got to grow my team, and I've got to grow myself. If you just take those three macro topics for a second and focus on those, right? Because any focus area that we went through, like on business and sales, they're going to fit into these three categories. So if I am growing my business, what are all those things that I have to do? Of course, what we talked about, hey, I've got to have a sales process, I've got to have exit criteria, I got to have a good comp program, I've got to make sure that it's super smooth for our internal working so we can group sell, so we can go deep and wide. And yes, I do have to build my team. I want to make sure that I'm growing my people, that I'm a good communicator, that I can motivate, that I can understand their behavioral styles. I know their gaps, and I can help train and reskill, upskill to that gap. That's super important. And when I'm growing myself, I don't have a playbook. And I'm not as courageous as I should be. So how do I be courageous 30 minutes at a time? And then I can go back and just take all the sweat off and cry and all that stuff. But when I'm in front of you, how do I do that? How do I have difficult conversations? All those things that are there. But I think if you just look at those three areas, that's really what it boils down to.